All right, guys, the next project on my list is to replace this door. And although at face value looks good, it's not a terrible door. It's just, we never liked it from the beginning. Didn't like the color, that kind of stuff. Had trouble with the side lights. I've replaced those, so they're fine again. Constantly having to replace the seal on it. The door really doesn't stay square. And honestly, I just don't like the door. So bottom line. Bad news is I think all this stone is gonna have to come down. Good news also is the door is here. It's awesome. It's a Therma-Tru door. I'm really pumped about it. I'm gonna unpack it. We're gonna take another measurement and then we're gonna see what all we have to do. We have a hair under 71 inches. Oh man, it's right at 71. All right, so the door is actually the right width, but I think I want to take the stone down anyway so I can use these nailing flanges, and I just think I can seal it up better if I take the stone down. Definitely probably could do it without it, but I'm gonna take it down. Then I can use those nail flanges, and then I can re-tape it with zip tape and get it good and sealed, and then I'll just put the stone back up. So it's gonna be probably another 2 hours of work. All right, it is 3:30, so let's see how fast we can take this down. $3:43, so it took me about 15 minutes to get all that down, so not too bad. I got an angle that I put up there to run my Rosetta Stone across, so I'm going to take that down, then I can get the trim off on the inside, start unscrewing it, and then get this door out. I think my brother-in-law is going to come over and help me.
Uncle Joe can come down whenever, so.
All right, well, I'll get it ready then.
Uncle Joe? Will I be here?
Maybe.
What do you do?
Just ripping the paint, the paint and everything off. Listen, I'm recording, so let's keep this PG. She saw the shaved head and she just couldn't take it. I brought in my brother-in-law for this one. All right, Joe.
How confident are you it's just the 2 screws?
I'm pretty confident.
Okay.
Now let's take it around and lean it up against that post.
I'm not playing it before. So
I don't even know how well I'm going to be able to break this.
Oh yeah, Paul's got the mouth going. You don't even look like you're breaking a sweat.
It's all about getting the right balance. After the door was removed, I inspected it. There were no signs of any leaks, which is awesome. I removed all of the sealant I previously used to install the door, cleaned everything up, and then reflashed the jambs with new zip tape. All right, so I gotta fur this out because that other door I had set in here and then I added this later. And I need this to be flush. So I'm gonna add a little piece of 1/2 inch OSB and then I'm gonna tape it and seal it in, because with this door, you have a nailing flange, and so I need it to be flush all the way out there. Once the opening was prepped, we did a test fit on the door. It fit in there just as it should. Then we added the sealant to the outside, and then I added sealant where the bottom of the door will sit. Let me see this. It's definitely, I think the door needs to go that way. The top, that needs to go that way.
Okay. So I need that screw out.
What I'm gonna do is I'll go outside, take that screw, put it in the bottom, so it'll hold the bottom, and then I'll bring some shims in.
Yep.
Sure, should one of us stay outside. I'll stay outside. Put a screw up high in both corners. I mean, everything is perfect except for
That reveal, right? Try the outside of the frame here. The frame should be.
that's cut dead nuts. That's dead nuts.
Yeah, then it's just, we need to just suck this
Let's
over.
screw it. I'm gonna screw this off. This is as good as it's gonna get, and then we'll mess with these hinges. All right, so we checked it. It's really good. So I'm gonna screw this all off. The door is perfectly plumb and level. I will say the hinges, the reveal is a little bit off, so I'm gonna have to do a little work to the hinges, but other than that, it's pretty good. All right, so I got this door installed and I'm ready to put the Versetta stone back up. This side, the Versetta stone fits in there, but I'm gonna have to take off about 1/4 inch on this side. All right, guys, the good news is this side has gone up absolutely perfect. All of this is lining up. Bad news is this side is about a 1/4 inch short to 3/8, and it's just not going to look like I want it to look. So I got to run into town and buy 2 packs of Rosetta Stone, which will be about $50, but definitely want it to look perfect. And so I'm going to run and do that, and then I'll come back and put this up. It's going to be a late night. All right, I don't even know where I left off last night, except for the fact that these pieces over here just weren't going to work. They're like a 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch too small. So the door, when I installed it, it just went that way just a little bit to get it the way I wanted it. So I went and bought 2 packs of Rosetta Stone. And so I'm going to finish this up this morning. I think it's going to go pretty quick once I get up to here. Everything else is lining up perfect. So knock this out, and then we'll trim out the inside, and I'll show you how I make my extended jams. Typically on a post frame, if you use standard girts, you end up with an 8.5 inch wall cavity. This is just a standard 2x6 jam door. So we have to extend the jams, and it is a little different than the old trim that I had, so I have to make new ones. So I'll show you how to do that. All right, we are going to make jam extensions, and I'm just using some baseboard that I took out of the pantry. It'll work perfect because it's already painted, so I'll just have to touch it up. And so I measured the distance between the door and the finished drywall, and it was 1 3/4 inches. So I need to set this 1 3/4 inches. This saw is pretty accurate, but I always check it anyway. And then I'm just going to rip 2 of these down. So right here is the distance I'm talking about. So this is your jam thickness from the outside of the exterior wall to the inside finished drywall. And I'm 1 3/4 inches. And so I rip that 1 3/4 inches, then I'll attach it to my casing. And then it'll just be like an L. Build this down at the top first. I think my side pieces might be a touch short, so I'm going to build this down as far as I can. So that I can try to reuse them. And that's perfect. I can keep it right like that. so typically I'd put the sides up first, but in this case, since I have to build the side jambs up, I'm gonna put this up. See, a little higher. Need it to be 81 1/4, so I'm gonna have to add some extensions to the bottom of my side pieces. All right, so here is our casing, and then there is my 1 3/4 jamb extension. So then I'll just put that in there, nail it through here, and then that'll hold it all in place. Okay. All right, so now that we have this up, the next thing to do is to fill all these nail holes, caulk everything, and then repaint everything. And I'm going to wait to do that for when I touch up the whole house. So that's going to be a wrap on today's video, you guys. This is the color of door we wanted from the beginning. We just couldn't get it at the time, and then the door we got we just didn't like, and then we had all kinds of problems with it. Like everything else, we finally got the blue door that we wanted now that we're going to sell, but we are super happy. The new owners are going to love this. Hopefully you guys learned a little something. I know that I was thankful I had this Versetta stone here. It took me, I think it was 13 minutes to take all this Versetta stone down, and I felt good about doing that because I could get this door installed properly. I could get it flashed, and then it went up fairly easy. I did have to replace some on the one side because I got the door shifted over just a little on the reinstallation. But overall, this went way better than I expected. And with that being said, we appreciate you guys watching. If you guys want to be a part of our DIY group, check out the description. I have a link to our DIY group. It's a great community. But like always, we appreciate you watching. If you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, share with your friends, and don't stop dreaming.